we're gonna get some rain this morning. Good morning, Miss Donna. Happy Thursday. It look like we're gonna get us some rain today. It's dark out. Hey RBS, good morning. Good morning, Stephanie. Happy Thursday, y'all. Good morning, Miss Sharon. Good morning. Hold on. Good morning, Sade. Welcome to the family, Sade. Y'all welcome Sade to the family. We're happy to have you, Sade. Is this your first day, Sade? Hey, Tika. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Sharon. Good morning, Sean. Is it okay? Did I come up on your news feed? What you call it? The recommendation or something like that? Good morning, Miss Pam. Y'all coming through this morning. Y'all come through every morning though. Not just this morning. I ain't sleep extra today. I got on up today. Whew. I slept like an extra 10 minutes, but I still got on up today. Them 10 minutes that I slept, I didn't know that I slept them extra 10 minutes because I don't think my alarm went off. I don't think it did. Yeah. Can I say some stuff real quick? Can I sound like, oh Lord, here she go again. Can I hey Shantae, can I just um can I just give God his praise? I just tell y'all every on the regular, not every day. I tell y'all on the regular. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to God for what he is doing right now. God is really moving in my life. He really is. And I don't have not one intention to drop a tip. But y'all know I ain't nothing but a crybaby. Y'all know that I ain't nothing but a bucket of tears. Y'all know that when it flow, hey, it's gonna flow, okay? But I ain't got no intentions. But y'all know me, okay? So I'm thankful. Y'all, God is really being so good to me. God is, I see God being considerate. He's being considerate to the fact that He knows what I already have going on. Don't cry, Miss Pam. Don't cry, girl, because, girl, when I tell you these eyes of mine, I'm trying to keep them dry, girl, okay? But He's been considerate to the things that I have going on. He has. That's right. I see what He is doing for me. I know what He's doing for me. I see how He's sending certain people to me that He know that I need right now. So I want to tell what I'm finna. I want to tell it, but it's almost like I don't want to tell it. But I thank God for just giving me confirmation to what I had already knew. And I'm gonna try to tell y'all this without telling y'all everything. But I told y'all, me going to school and how it all is happening, it ain't nobody but God. It ain't nobody but God. And I have to give God His praise. I have to acknowledge Him for what He's doing because I know it ain't nobody but Him. And I told my husband when I first started going to the school, I was like, babe, I was like, I think my teacher, sees something in me. And I felt this way because I just felt it. I felt it. I saw it. I just see it in her actions. And I told my mama this. I've told Miss Meredith this. I've told my sister-in-law this. I've told my brother this. This is something that I have just been seeing because I see that for some reason I'm some kind of special. I'm special. And I know my reason for being so special. And I told my husband the reason why I think I'm so special to this person. And this person has confirmed what I have been telling everybody yesterday. Yesterday. Without saying a whole lot, it's some stuff that I had been doing not for the attention of other people. I do stuff because I can't even answer this question. I can't even say that. I don't think I'm gonna finish that statement. But um what I'm doing, what I'm doing, or what I'm doing and what I have done. Y'all ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, but I want to kind of try to like tell you so I can get to the point. Um, what I have done has really helped my teacher in a big way. Let's go that route. It has helped her in a big way. It has helped her so much in a big way to the point where I think that what I have been doing has brought her out of a deep dark place that she have been in for a long time. And I felt like she was depressed. But I just kept doing what I was doing, on a regular basis because I'm just me. I'm just me. And when I'm put somewhere where I have to be every day, I want to be comfortable. I'm going to be comfortable. Regardless of who's doing what or not, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I need to do to make it comfortable. And that's what I did and what I'm doing. And what I am doing and what I have done, my teacher, I guess, couldn't get it done herself. She just couldn't. She just couldn't because what I am doing and what I have done has played a big part with what she has going on. And this is why what I have done has helped pull her out this dark place. So yesterday I went to doing something else that I asked her, could I do? But she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. But I noticed that the more and more that I'm doing the things that I do without asking, I'm noticing how her attitude is changing. I'm noticing how she's looking a little bit more uplifted. I'm noticing how when she see me, and y'all know how I was at first, like this person this or this person that about what I'm wearing, but I'm noticing how when she see me, my appearance is changing hers. But I'm not saying nothing. I just see these things. And it's not so recognizable to the point where I'm saying something. I'm just noticing these little things. So what I did yesterday was I can't say what I did, but what I did was it really brought up some feelings in her yesterday. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it. So my teacher, she tells me, she said, Tiana, she said, I really thank you. She said, I thank you. She said, you just don't know what you did for me yesterday. You had me crying. She said, you couldn't tell I was crying? I say, no. I said, I just was just doing me, but I didn't think about it until I was, you know, until I noticed the stuff that I saw. Then I realized that this was connected to your depression. And the things that I saw that was connected to her depression, she had to let it go. She had to let it go because that was something that she was holding on to and didn't want to let it go. And she didn't want to let it go because it was attached to something that she loved that she lost. And I knew that she had lost something, but I didn't know that I didn't know at the time that it was right here. It was right here. I'm saying what I'm saying, but I can't say too much. It was right here. And she didn't know how to let it go. But I helped her with that, not knowing that I was helping her with that. I didn't know that at that time, that this area really affects her. So she tells me, she say, Tiana, I feel like that you just an angel to me. She said, I feel like that there is a reason for you. And I told her, I said, you just don't know that you're a blessing to me too. And she was like, but Tiana, she said, you more of a blessing to me. And I say, well, I couldn't accept that because I know that we is a blessing to each other. And I told her, I said, I done told my husband, I talk about you. And I done told my family, my husband, my siblings, how I know that you is a blessing to me. And how I am thankful, you know, to have you a part of my journey. And I know God has placed me, and I just want to use this word because in a sense I didn't want to use it, but I'm going to use this word because that's the only way I can describe what I'm trying to tell y'all. But I thank God for placing me up under her because I felt like God put me with the person that He wanted me to be with to get me where He trying to take me. But the same person that He put me with me trying to get somewhere, He put me with a person that also needed me, needed God, needed healing, needed recovery, needed to be set free from years of depression. And I have been doing just that without even knowing it. But I had noticed, like, with everything that I was doing, it started making her feel better. It started making her feel better every day. Every day she is becoming a better and better person. And me and her, we so it's like I don't know what it is, but it's like with me and her, we just so like sync with one another, in sync with one another. I could be about to tell her something, and then maybe like the next day and forget to tell her, maybe like that, or didn't have the right time to tell her. Um, maybe like the next day or 2 days later, what I was just finna tell her, she done did. So it's almost like she getting back to being on her shit, doing what she's supposed to do. She told me, she said, I've never seen nobody like you with a drive like yours. With a drive like yours. But she also told me something that I knew about myself, that I didn't think that was so noticeable. So, oh Lord, I believe I'm just gonna cry this part here. I might, y'all. So she was like, Tiana, I kind of know you. And I say, yeah, I kind of know you too. So she said, why you say that? I said, because you remind me of my dad. Mm. I ain't gonna go no further with that because I had told her why she reminded me of my dad, and I can't tell that part. But I told her she reminded me of my dad. Cause her and my dad's birthday is in the same month. And they act so much alike. And so she told me, she said, I know you. So that's why I told her, I know you. Because she act like him. She just reminds me of him. And she said, I know you too. She said, and I know that you um she no, okay, I'm gonna start this over. So she told me, she said, you gotta become more of a people person. That's what she told me. Right. She was like, you gotta become more of a people person because it's gonna help you in the business aspect of what you're doing, trying to become a nail tech. And I, you know, so I told her, I was like, well, no, okay. So then she said, but I know from trauma, this is why you act like that. So I asked her, I say, she kept telling me, how I was and stuff like that. And I was like, that's so me. That's so me. And she was like, from trauma, I know this is why it's like this. She said, you don't trust people. She said, you was a hard shell until you get to see a person for who they is. And then you open up. She said, but you have to build your trust with that person before you open up. And she said, I've been noticing that about you. And she said, so when she had told me from trauma, I said, how you know? I said, because I have had childhood trauma. And she said, I know because a lot of people that have had childhood trauma, they act like you. And I was like, I didn't even know it was so noticeable. I didn't know that, like, I didn't know you could see it. And she said, yeah, I could see it. She said, I could see it because I'm like you. She said, I'm like you. But I couldn't let what I went through uh, determine the type of person that I was going to be. And she said, I was adopted because we was talking about kids and stuff like that too. And I was telling her why I didn't have kids, and you know why I don't want kids and stuff like that. And but at this time that I was telling her about that, she didn't tell me that she was adopted. And she was like, "Yeah, I was adopted." And my parents, they are white. And she was like, "But my parents was in the military and they had another child." And she said, "I noticed how, you know, they had treated their son way, better than me. Like some things were different. Like a lot of times, my brother would be getting, gifts and stuff like that in the mail, and I didn't have as much as him. I only had a few little gifts. So I feel like that right there by her telling me that just I don't know. It just made me feel a certain type of way, knowing that she came from a struggle. She understand my struggle. I'm pulling her through a struggle. She she's a part of my journey to help me get where God trying to take me. And one thing that I like about her is because she have a positive mindset. And that lady got a heart of gold. That lady got a heart of gold. She's so sweet. And she say, I've seen her do certain things, and she say, I do what I do because what I put out here in the world is what I'm gonna get back. So I only try to be good to people because I know that I'm gonna get that back. And that's something that she told me about her from probably like the first day I met her. But I'm so thankful, y'all. I'm so thankful because I know that God got me on another assignment. I'm on another journey. And I tell y'all all the time that I know only thing I gotta do is be consistent and do what I'm supposed to do. Because God gonna already bless me with this license to be a nail tech. It's already mine. I just got to do my work to get it. But it's already mine. I already know. It's already mine. I ain't gonna have no problems. I'm not gonna have no problems getting it because this something that God is doing. This something that God is He want to give me because He know that this is what I want, and I just got to do the work. That's all I got to do is I got to do my work to get it. I got to get the knowledge that I need to get it. But I feel like when it's time for me to take this test, I don't care what I don't know, what I never seen that may be on this test. I know I'm gonna pass this test. I know I am because I'm gonna be done made it that far. Made it that far to sit down in that chair to take my test, to get my license, to be a nail tech. I know I'm gonna pass that test. And you wanna know how? First of all, because God is so good. Second of all, God is leading me. And I know God gonna give it to me because just like I was there for my mom and I couldn't get my high school diploma because they was going through their breakup, her and my dad. During the year that I was trying to, finish school and I couldn't. And so once I got here to Alabama, I had a opportunity to take my GED test, right? But God's so good, He knew that that's what He wanted to give me, my, my GED. He knew that I wanted that so bad. So when we was living in the projects, when we first got here, mind you, we never stayed in the projects, but my mama, she had to crawl before she could walk, starting over her life. And they had this bus that used to come out there, you know, and sat in front of the projects, and you could sit on this bus and take your, uh, practice GED, going to school every morning, and that's what I used to do. And then that bus stopped coming, and we didn't have no transportation, and that bus stopped coming. You used to sit on the bus and do this practice, like going to school in this bus every day. And the bus just sat in one spot while we went to school. I think it probably was like for an hour. So then we ended up moving, and I couldn't. I don't even know what happened to the bus, honestly. So we ended up moving, and where we moved to, I found out that the GED school was actually right up the street from me. So I started going to take my GED. Going to school every morning for my GED. Lord knows I hated getting up every day going to class, but I did it. And as I'm starting to go to class, do this, you know, study for GED and stuff like that. I'm in class every day, and my teacher, she's like, I was only in the class for probably about a month, if that, at the time. And I'm turning in my work and stuff like that. My teacher, she was like, I'm finna go and see if I could put you on the list to take your GED test. She said, because all the work that I'm giving you, she said, you passing, you passing it. You doing it. You know how to do this stuff, right? Which shocked me because I know I ain't that smart. I've never been in no special ed classes now. But I know I'm not that smart, especially when it comes to book work. I'm one of those people where I have more street smarts than I do uh book work. I ain't smart when it comes to that. But I did my work and I was, passing it, making good grades and stuff. And she was like, I'm gonna go see if you can go and take your GED test. So she put me down on the list. She said, I don't know if they're gonna let you because you haven't been here that long, she said. But we're gonna see. She said, because I feel like you need to be on that list. I said, okay. I was excited about it and stuff. So she put my name on the list and good morning, Miss Rosalind. And I got approved to take my GED test. So she started cramming more stuff in me. Mind you, I guess this lady must have seen something in me too, but I didn't feel that at that time, like I feel it now. Maybe I'm older and I pay more attention to God and my feelings and stuff. So excuse me, maybe then I wasn't really paying much attention, but now I pay a lot of attention. Uh so she started cramming stuff in me and she was like, I'm just giving you all of this, because I want you to be ready. And she was like, I want you to pass this the first time. She said, because, some of these people they done been in this class for years, literally years, y'all. Done took that test, I don't know how many times, and they passed it, right? So she started cramming stuff in me, she said, and then some, so there was already a group that was before me that had already went and took their tests and stuff, and they come back and tell her, the stuff that she had been, the work that she had been giving us and all of that, it wasn't on the test. But she was saying that she heard from someone else that what she was giving us was on the test. So now I go to take the test. Now it's my turn. Finally made it. And I go over to the school. It was nice weather this day. And uh I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick because I might forget what I want to tell y'all at the end of this part, what I'm gonna tell y'all. So y'all know I love water. Y'all know I love the sound of rain. It's something about water I feel is connected to my life. And I don't know why. But I love water. I love the sound of rain. I sleep every night to the sound of rain. When I'm stressed, this how I know that I'm stressed and I don't be knowing I be stressed. When I'm stressed the most, I have to hear my rain on the TV, sleep to it every night. When I'm not as stressed, I can go without the rain. I don't have to hear it on TV. I may wake up in the middle of the night and turn it on, but that's different from when I'm stressed and I have to fall asleep with it on. I cannot lay down without listening to the rain. So, anywho, I go to take my GED test. We get on in the class, get on up in there, sit down, get our booklet, start taking the test. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, it's pouring down, thunder and lightning, raining so hard. When I got my results back and they told me that I had passed that test, every time I give my testimony, every time I tell my story, I always tell people about this rain because I feel like that there was nobody but God. Nobody but God. God was watching me. God was helping me through this test. When I tell y'all that it was nobody but God, when I took this test and I sat down and I looked at that book, everything that that lady had given me to study was not on this test. Not one question. Not one way it was work. Not one. Not the way that we was doing it. Nothing. It was not on this test. So I'm reading these questions, and I know I don't know these answers to these to the answers to these this test. Now in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I don't know none of this stuff. Like, what do I do? I knew I wasn't gonna leave that book blank, so I just started marking C, D, B, C. More C's than A's and B's is what I was marking, right? I turned the test in, not knowing what was gonna happen because I know I just marked anything throughout this whole book. I ain't talking about half. I ain't talking about a couple pages. The whole test. I just marked anything. When I got my results back, I almost scored with honors. I had high scores on my test. I was a couple points away from walking with what you call the ones that make the 4.0 GPA, whatever you call them. I almost made a 4 point like that. And I was shocked, but I knew it wasn't nobody but God that helped me pass that test. I don't care. As long as I passed that test, that's all that mattered. Because the only thing I wanted to do was walk across that stage and get my GED. And that's what I did. But I knew it wasn't nobody but God. And that's why I tell you that I know that I'm going to get my license to be a nail tech. Because no matter what I do know or don't know on that test, God going to give me my license. Because what I need to know, God dang it, I'll learn it later on. Because God know me. God know what he got to do for me. God know what I can and can't do. So with God knowing what I can and can't do, God gonna reroute, make a way, detour, make things fit for me because he know me. I'm not like everybody. I'm not set up where I can go and sit down in somebody's class every day. God know that ain't what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Not that no, I wasn't finna go to no big college. I wasn't finna do that. I didn't want to go to school for doctor and nurse and dentist, and I'm not set up for that. My mind ain't me and this mind, baby. Hell no. So God gave me what he knew I could do, and God gonna help me get there. God gonna help me get there. That's why I tell y'all, I got a testimony. I got a testimony, and I don't want to talk too soon, but I kind of do want to tell y'all little bits and pieces along the way. That way, when I give y'all my testimony, y'all will be able to connect the dots to everything that I have been telling y'all along the journey. And then it's all going to make a lot of sense when I do tell you what time of day it is. Exactly, RBS. That's right. So I'm just grateful. I'm thankful to God. I thank God for letting this lady just come to me and tell me what she told me because I had already knew this, but there was no body that just came and said, hey, this is what you're doing for me. And I thank you. But I got that yesterday. I got that yesterday. She came to me and she told me, I thank you. And I feel like you're an angel. You're an angel sent from God. Y'all just don't know how that made me feel when she told me that. I just felt like I wanted to tell the world then, because this little old, well, big old, because I ain't little, but little old me, you know, that is not a people person. Little old me that don't have no friends. Little old me that always knew that she was different. God, He take care of me, and He doing a good job. And I thank God for using me in the way that He do, trusting me with His word. I thank Him. I just wanna, I just wanna thank Him for another thing while I'm in the thanking business right now. And I'm finna get ready to go because I gotta go. But I thank Him for being understanding because I got a lot on my plate. And I'll be thinking, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. But God know what I'm doing, and God know that it's hard for me sometimes. And when I be worrying about I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I be feeling like this little sense of like this feeling that come over me. And it be like, you ain't gotta worry about it because I know what you're doing. So just because you can't, it's okay. It's okay, Tim. It's okay. And I be feeling it. So I have to remind myself that I'm only one person. And I can only do so much. I can't be in three, four, five places at one time. I can't put all my attention, my focus on one person or other people no more like I used to because now it's my time. Now it's my time. I can't keep putting everybody before me because the more I put other people before me, I'm never getting nowhere. So that's why God reminds me it's okay. It's okay. I know that you're doing this. I know that you got that going on. You can't do it all. You know, I know that you get tired. I know you get you need a break. I know you need your time, your me time. My me time means a lot to me. That's why I get up early like I do and go to school early like I do because I need my me time. And God reminds me that it's okay and where my focus need to stay. My focus got to stay on me because I'm working on me. So how can I let other people problems or maybe not even problems keep me from doing what I'm supposed to do for me? I can't do that. I can't do that this time. I can't quit. I can't give up. I can't throw in a towel. I got to keep going. And I'm going to do that because I'm doing this for me. If I don't make it to the finish line with what I got going on, how am I going to be able to stand on my own 2 feet if anything was to happen to my husband? I got to be able to. I got to be able to carry a bag too. And YouTube is never promising. So at least I have something up under my belt. Just like I told y'all that YouTube, that opportunity had just fell in my lap and I took it and I ran with it. That's why I don't know nothing about it because I didn't start YouTube for the same reason a lot of people did. I didn't start YouTube. I don't even think I started the YouTube for the money, honestly. I really don't think I did because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't like it. I was just doing it. And I used to tell y'all that I didn't like YouTube. I wasn't doing YouTube for money. I ain't give a damn if I made it. I really didn't care. I don't know what really made me put out my very first video. I really don't know. But I just know that I just took the opportunity and I just kept going with it. And that's what helped me help my husband or helped us have a little extra money. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for the positions that He put me in where He know that I need this or I need that. And He lined me up with just what I need all the time. All the time. There's nothing that has happened where I can't see God because I see God in just by everything that I do because I know me. I see God in everything that I do. So I know it ain't nobody but Him. I know this ain't nobody but Him. And when I started, my mother-in-law, she was like, Tiana, you were just saying. You were just saying what you wanted to do, and then this happened. And I tell her, I know. But it ain't nobody but God. I can't get nobody the praise but God. And I'm gonna keep telling y'all that for whoever that don't want to hear it, for whoever that don't want to, whoever that don't understand, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing because it's nobody but God. That's just like with my sister and what she got going on. And I tell her that it's nobody but God. And at the end of this that you going through or whatever, God remove people out your life that you think gonna be there for you just so He can get the praise for bringing you through. And I asked her, I said, at the end of this, and the way that you feeling now compared to how you was feeling, who can you thank for that? And she told me, she said, well, I guess I could thank God. I said, yeah, because you couldn't help yourself feel better. I couldn't help you feel better. My mama couldn't help you feel better. Nobody gave you no answers. I said, but God is bringing you through. So at the end, when you give your testimony for what you done been through, you're going to find yourself saying, but I thank God. And when you have learned your lesson on something that God has allowed you to go through just to open your eyes and so that you could see Him or for you to change your ways, we go through what we go through because God's trying to give us a lesson. So if you have learned your lesson and then in the end, you give God His praise when you give your testimony, then the next thing to come is your blessing. God gonna bless you. You see how that works? So that's why we got to give God his praise for what He do. Because one thing that God want to always do for us is bless us. But we got to know where our help come from. We got to know who to give our praise and thanks to. He's only trying to teach you about who He is. And the more and more you pay attention, you'll never understand God, but you'll learn how God operates. You do good, He know what you ask for, and He gonna bless you in the end of whatever it is that He's trying to take you through. So no matter how hard your life may seem, no matter your struggles that you're experiencing or going through, always keep your eye on God and know that God got you going through what you're going through for a reason, because He's always in the season of teaching us something. He wants us to know who He is. He wants us to know what He will do for us. He wants us to have faith. He wants us to believe. He wants us to know that He got our back. But you will never learn for yourself that this is what God wants for us or want for us to know if you don't go through nothing. And sometimes you have to go through these things by yourself so that you can see Him. Because if you had a familiar person in the midst of what you got going on, you wouldn't see Him. You will only see that person that you thought helped pull you through, when that person that helped pull you through, God helped bring you through. So that's why people in your life that you know will be there for you when you go through stuff, they're not there. Because you're not going to give your praise to them. And I've mentioned this to y'all, not on one occasion, on several occasions. But Father, I just thank you for what you're doing in my life. And I just thank you for the journey that I am on. I thank you for loving me. Father, I thank you for seeing me fit for your work. And Father, I thank you for always using me. Father, I love you and I praise your holy name, Father God. And I ask that you just continue to keep me covered. Protect me, Father God. Send down your angels to always watch over me, Father. Father God, for anybody that has listened to me today and I have been a blessing to them, Father God, I ask that you continue to take them where you want them to take them and where they need to go. But be a reminder to them that you are always there. Amen. So, yeah, I'm fixing to go, y'all. I ain't know I was gonna tell y'all about this today, but I ain't mad that I told y'all about it neither. So, y'all have a good day and be encouraged in whatever it is that you're doing. It don't matter what it is that you're doing. As long as you see God in it, you involve him in it, and just stay positive about it. Don't think negative. Don't think the negative thoughts. Because the negative thoughts, that means that you don't believe. So try to think positive even through the hard times, because it's only a lesson that you need to learn before your blessing. Okay? Yep. So y'all have a good day. I enjoyed talking to y'all this morning. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. And tomorrow's Friday, y'all. So almost the end of the week. But peace out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget to ring that doorbell, hit the thumbs up, like button. And welcome to the family. Only something. Chandria. If it was Chandria. Welcome to the family, Chandria. All right. Peace out, y'all.